Hello, my friends. How are you? Today it's all about habits. Yes, it's about habits. Have you ever struggled to establish a habit? Well, I know I have. And it's so hard, isn't it? When you try to create a new habit and you keep doing the same thing again and again, and obviously you get the same results. Because you well know that our repeated behaviors establish our habits, and our habits determine our results. So, how can we plant the seeds of a new habit? Sometimes, if not most of the times, it's so hard. Human behavior studies used to say that it takes 21 days of a repeated behavior to root a new habit. 21 days. And I thought it was so simple. And I worked again and again for 21 days to establish a new habit. And it didn't work for me. And you know what? Because recent research stretched this period up to 66 days on average. Well, that was a relief for me because I thought something strange was happening with me. Probably I had to work for more days to establish my new habit. Now, it can be less and it can be more, and it actually depends on the habit itself and the personality of the person who's trying to establish the new habit. So for me, I know for sure I definitely need more than 21 days. Now, how can we do it? How can we plant the seeds? A great way that I have found to work around a new habit, and it's been really helpful for me, is to attach it to something I already repeatedly do. Now, how can this happen? Well, it can be done by using the while word. While I do something, this makes wonders for me. So let me share an example. Let's say that, and I actually have done that. Let's say that I want to make it a habit to listen to podcasts, like the one you're listening now. And we all know that we only have 24 hours in our day to fit everything in, at least what's important. So how could I have fit podcasts into my life, which was so important for my growth, for my personal growth? What I did is I listened while I did something else which I had already established as a routine or I was doing anyway. So I listened while I exercised, or I listened while I was doing my morning steps, my morning walk, or I listened while I was dressing up and preparing myself for the day, or while the coffee machine was brewing my coffee, or while I was driving for work. So you see how this works? You can bring into your life a new habit without having to spend new time or new energy and attach it to a behavior and a habit you have already established. So you only need to think of something you already do, and please pay special attention to this. This is quite important. Do not have two or more tasks that compete with each other for the same space in your mind, because you can only concentrate, you can only focus on one thing at a time and be good at it too. So in this example, there was no problem for me driving and listening to the podcast or while I was dressing or while I was exercising, okay? So you see how it works? Now, there are two other words that you can use that are time attached, like before and after. But I think this is something you could try at a later stage. The easiest thing that would work for you, and at least has worked for me, is a while. See what you can do while doing something else that you're already doing. Because then what's happened is that these two tasks blend together and pretty soon they become as one. So you automatically do the second one, the new habit, the new task, because it's already attached to something that you already do, okay? So this is one tip. You can start working on the while strategy. And really, I would love to hear from you one habit that you keep struggling with And the while strategy would help you get started on. Next time, I'll share some more examples on the before and the after, which are quite easy as well, but I believe that while should be first established before you go to the other two. So stay tuned for other strategies on habits that I love and I will soon share with you. And until next time, win the game and enjoy the ride too. And don't forget that if you liked this or know someone that would benefit from it, like it, share it, save it. Bye-bye for now.